Yo, chat, what is up, guys? What is up, chat? How is everyone doing tonight, guys? Oh. How's everyone? Yo, what's up? Bunch of you in chat tonight, huh? What we've got? What's up, Ranso? What's up, Slidey? Who else have we got? Live fast. Oh my god, my eyes are at me. KZ, what's happening? Jordan. What's up, Tafa? Andrew, Sammy as well. Gabor. Appreciate you guys all joining us tonight. Thank you so much. Hope you had a good week, chat. Finished Sujigiri quality. How'd you get on, Tafa? QQ with the follow. Appreciate that, QQ. Oh, 1 second. Let me move my mess. Oh, there we go. We got my gloves. How'd you get on, Tafa? What's we got? Stop touching the balls. I'm not doing shit, man. I'm not doing anything. I'm just talking to you guys. Chat. We've got a server up tonight. I want to try something a bit OG. I remember, I suppose, maybe back in the day, we used to, back in Forza, we used to use high-powered cars, and we would do tracks. You get what I'm saying? We would do tracks. Mystified with the Euro donation tip. The cow goes moo. What? The awesome dub with the follow. Appreciate that. Awesome. How are you doing? Thank you for that for Mystified. I appreciate that, man. Hope you're doing good, my man. Track is tough and the judges are really serious today about the line. Yeah, this track is quite particular. It's quite a little bit vague in certain areas. So it's important to get it right, especially on the second hairpin. Or second to last hairpin. That inner clip there is quite tricky. Got a 95-point run, not happy about it. Oh, Joe, that sucks, man. That's a pity. I do understand that feeling of doing a 100-point run and then not getting it, you know? U999 cars. Literally, yeah. Or modern Forza terms, X-Class. Yeah, so we're gonna use mediocre powered cars, 500 to 700 horsepower cars. And we're just gonna do laps, man. I don't know how many laps we'll be able to do. If it's bad, we'll just switch over to street cars or something. Yo, what's up, G2 Fast? How you doing, my man? We're doing good, dude. Oh my god, it's been a long time since I heard the song, and it's proper hardcore, man. Shifted God with the comment. Thank you there for Shifted God. Yo, what's up, man? If it's bad, I don't know. I made that a big announcement. You can't even buy a small bite of Candy Bay for your. Dude, you could buy yourself a Freddo. You know what a Freddo is, don't you? Or Animal Bar? Surely you know what that is, Joe. Hang on, Anton sent the clip. Hang on, let's have a look at this. I don't really have my setup optimized when it comes to viewing clips and stuff. What happened to that clip? It just disappeared. I think it's banned. Tip, the cow goes moo. What? That should be a new tip sound or something, right? Or a new follower sound. That'd be fun. I should have a bunch of different follower sounds that we just just pull up every once in a while. It's not a bad idea, right? Right, chat? Oh god, I'm not even sharing my screen. Where are we going? In-game. What's up? Woo! Cool. That's a mess. That's there. Okay, I think we're all clean now. Yeah, we look all clean. Last time I had one was when they were 25p. I know, Joe. They're gone up in money, my man. I'm doing good, Shifty Guy. Appreciate that for asking. H ready? You gonna join the server? Drab is gonna join the server as well. Cool. Rightio. Oh, I love this sound. I forgot about this sound. Okay, cool. This is my first time driving Muscle Man, actually, so let's see what it's like. Oh, where am I going? Oh, yeah, I'm going this way. So I think this track might be a little long for these tires. Where are we going? I suppose we go this way. Dude, I like tracks like this where you got snap, and then you got a car like this that is just very aggressive on the steering. Can I go this way? Oh, I can. Oh, it's telling us to slow down. Okay, let's pace ourselves, boys. But SS mediums? What am I on right now? Oh, I'm on mediums right now. Here we go, here we go. Oh, it's a bit laggy and third. I might have to shorten up the gears here. Over rotating a tiny bit on transition. Flick it hard. Woo! Alright, we have to figure out a track layout for this chat. Because this track, we have lots of different options. Zach's putting that on his soundboard. Oh, brilliant. Zach loves his soundboard, chat. Zach or Mystified, JSI Mystified as we kind of all know him. Oh, that was never going to work. Could have at least tried. Loves using his soundboard in Discord channels, so if you're ever in a competition with Zach, he'll probably end up in the voice briefing using his soundboard for some reason. I don't know what his fascination with it is. There's some good things on the soundboard and some very bad things. Oh, I shouldn't have done shift to second, should have kept it in third. Yeah, car snaps around really hard. Oh, it's a gussy to worry about. True. You Pro Drifter IRL? Yes, KDR. I do. I compete in IRL. I have I competed in Ireland, competed in the UK, and I've competed in Oman as well in the Middle East. I should probably set a command for like my stuff I've done in real life. Who's Zach? Zach is JSI Mystified. I call him Zach because I probably know him too personally. Who is that? Sun Amaze with the fall, appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Right, here we go, let's do another few laps here. What is the layout everyone else is doing actually? Let's figure that out. Actually, we're going to lower our tire pressures as well while we're here so we get longer laps. Not that it really makes a difference, to be honest, because like... Yeah, I need to set a command for people who are interested in seeing what the car looks like. Some video clips of my driving and stuff in the real world. I think one of our recent VODs on Twitch there might have some stuff I did at the end of the stream. Let's run an outside line there. I need to do some stuff to set up with this. I think it's a bit too snappy. Car drive is good though. Feels really nice. Snap hard, yes. So chat, how's your week been? Who's this behind us? Right, let's just drive this corner so that whoever's behind us can stay with us. And when we're on the straight, they will start easing the gas. Oh. Flick hard, woo! I love this. This track is fun, chat. We need to do this more often. Flick it in hard. So chat, tonight we're going to do some party tracks, I suppose you could call them. So we're on this track for now, and we're using the Suzuki Pro cars, but they're like the more 500 horsepower style cars. Oh, a bit early on the initiation. And we'll probably swap over to street cars for the next track, which is Kozlin, Polish kart track, which seems pretty nice, isn't it? Pretty nice little track mod. But for now, we're just going to do this stuff. We might actually swap over to street cars on this track as well, depending on what you guys think. Pretty good on a sunbreak. Oh, nice. Sunbreak is always a nice thing, to be honest. Yeah, I remember my summer breaks, man. They were the best time ever. Staying up late at night, you know. Your card stopped working. Oh, your graphics card? Oh, that sucks. There's not, like, honestly, there's nothing worse than like a graphics failure or like a PC failure, especially when graphics cards are crazy money right now. What am I up to the 4 for? Look at Joe with his like 540 steering and the steering going all over the place. It's pretty funny. Oh, there we go. Chat, you know what? One thing I wouldn't mind trying out is mouse and keyboard for drifting, like an AC and stuff, just to kind of experience it. Turning on my 4C back there, it's a bit high at the moment. Right, let's try chase Joe again. Just clipped him a bit too much on the rear bumper there. Oh, that was not a good transition. Okay, that was terrible. Let's forget it. Just retcon that. Yeah, I need to make some setup changes. The car doesn't feel the nicest right now. I played with mouse steering for like 3 years. And how did you find it, Chris? Because I feel like there are some advantages to it, like in that you can transition really quickly. And it's easy to be kind of smooth if you want. But I feel like it's fairly specialized. I would like to try it as a part of a video to see. But I suppose throttle control and handbrake control is quite difficult. Handbraking and braking, or braking and accelerating. I think it'd be quite fun to try it sometime. Car is over-rotating badly. Oh, we're out of fuel. Probably should add more fuel. Let's do that. I was with the big dogs and comps and stuff. Oh, with mouse and keyboard? Yeah, I think LFS with mouse and keyboard probably, you know, was actually quite good, I'd say. That's 30 liters. It can be so OP. Yeah, I figured that would be the case. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I think it's just one of those things. I feel like, yeah, you could definitely improve quite a bit. Excuse me. Yeah, this S14 is fun. I think the S13 would be good too as well, the 1 I think it's quite snappy. Just trying to figure out if I can make it a little bit nicer. Like, it's really, really snappy. I don't know if there's a way I can improve that. Actually, maybe my force feedback settings are wrong. 1 second, chat. Steering is feeling really, really heavy. Oh, that is completely wrong. Why are my settings like this? Okay, I don't know why my force feedback settings have changed. Oh, there we go. That feels so much nicer now. They were really heavy, and I was like, why are they so heavy? Oh, those tires are solid. I'm not surprised that it's Joe crashing. Ricardo Gaming with the follow. Appreciate that, Ricardo. Welcome to the channel. Alright, let's catch up to Joe here. What gearing are you running in these? I'm not sure what gearing. I think it's 4.3. I think that's what I've seen in my my gearing there before. Colliders in these cars are not the greatest. I feel like the colliders in these cars are not the greatest. What I mean is there's like a bubble between the two cars. How do you get good in Assetto Corsa? It's a lot of training and practice, to be honest, JCar. A lot of time you find that it's more about seat time and stuff. There's a lot of different mods that you can kind of pick up to kind of help you develop a little bit quicker. A lot of people quite like tandem bodies and slide bodies and stuff, but they kind of help you out a little bit too much. If you're looking to develop your driving a bit more, you might have to go to something a bit more advanced. Like WDTS is probably like a good street car mod pack. That's a little bit more difficult than usual. These cars right here, they're actually not that bad in terms of learning comp cars. They're still quite tricky. But I find them very, very rewarding. And something that's, in my opinion, rewarding doesn't have to be technically hard. It just has to be, if you try something and you do it correctly and it's good, then it's, for me, it's fun, right? Let's go to the lap. And smells, pass it on. I see a better frame rate on your wheel camera. Have you changed camera? Yeah, so I went to a new Logitech Stream Cam, it's called. To be honest, I probably should have gotten, is it the Brio? Or RYZEN or something like that? I don't know. There's one Logitech camera that's like almost 4K resolution. I probably should have gone with that one because it wasn't that much more expensive, to be honest. But I've had this one in a while. Plus as well, I've actually turned on the main light here in the room, so maybe that's helping with the white balance and stuff like that. Which be helping the frame rates and stuff. Oh my god, when these tires get hot and dead, they die off really quickly. Yeah, they don't really last nicely at all. Once they get to a certain threshold, these tires just like completely die off. What's up, King? Okay, well, who's crashing into people behind us? Oh. That transition is a little bit difficult to try and get right, isn't it? Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. It could be, I think it's just the lighting, to be honest. Because the wheel cam, the one that's looking at the steering wheel right now, it hasn't changed. Come on, car. Oh my god. Just getting my timing all wrong right now. Oh, my timing's all wrong. Third gear is just too long, really. That's the problem. So Joe's on low steering rotation and I have the direct drive, so yeah, between those two things, that's how we're able to transition quickly like that. Oh, I keep losing Joe on the straight. I need to be more patient or more aware. Timing the transitions. Oh, running wide, no, understeer. How much hours you've in Seto, drifting in Seto? I have 2,000 hours on a Seto Corsa, like from Steam. But I don't know if that is... A lot of that is competition hours, if that makes sense. Like probably 90% of it is competition hours. I don't really drift on the game for fun per se. Like I don't really in my spare time just drift randomly. I kind of, the only time I play the game is when I'm streaming with you guys and training for esports stuff. Oh, that worked nicely. Kinda. But then again, I have a lot more hours in other games. Like I have about, I'd say 4,000 or 5,000 hours, or yeah, probably that in R Factor, and another 10,000 hours from all the Forzas, if not more. Probably have like 600 or 700 hours in Gran Turismo 5. The left foot braking, this is kind of weird. This, oh my god. Just hitting Joe back straight again. He was starting to spin. Yeah, tires are starting to die now. I can see it's affecting me. Joe, and it's affecting me. What about LFS? Oh, probably only 200-300 hours in LFS. I got into LFS really late, only like maybe 2015, I'd say, 2014. Winters for the 8 months. Oh my god, Winters, you legend. Thank you very much for that, Winters. Appreciate that. 8 months in a row. How you doing, man? How you doing, Winters? I missed you in your comments? No. Nothing's gonna stop me. We have a packed server? Oh, nearly. I'm gonna shorten the gears a tad. So we'll go 4.6. Actually, that might not work well for the long corner. Winters! What's up, Elemento? I've seen you chasing the lead. Oh, thank you, D-Laga. Sorry about that. I need to do more chasing, to be honest, on stream. I do a lot of lead runs a lot of the time. Like, I quite enjoy lead running. I think it's fun. I know for stream purposes, it's probably better off to chase 90% of the time. Because, like, you know, it's something a little bit more to the stream other than just, like, a guy just driving on his own. You get what I'm saying? A little bit more to see. But I do quite like lead runs. Let me just get rid of this stupid thing off the screen. But, I don't know, yeah. Then I do shit like that. Never mind. Oh my god, the frame rates are horrendous. What the fuck is going on? I don't know what's going on with frame rates, but they're terrible. I'm flicking way too early. I was trying to chase Taffa, but he spun! What's up, Toma? Okay, let's go again. Oh, still way too early, chat. What am I doing? I think this gear set that I'm running right now, this gear ratio, would be better for chase driving. I think for lead driving it's not as clean, or like, not as easy, because it's like, yeah. Then the brake bias is wrong as well, I need to fix that. Every time I lift a brake the car wants to straighten up. Let's do another entry. I need to fix my entry. CG Geary cars, yep, that's correct. They're way lower on power. They're about like 200 or 300 horsepower less than the other cars, Taffa. So this S14 I'm driving right now is like 550 horsepower. The S14 you were driving was about nearly 600. The most powerful one out of these cars is probably the S13, that's about 700. That's probably more used to what you're used to driving. I need to get the injury right, chat. One last attempt at this entry and we have to go back to pits for new tires. Nah, chat, I suck. Oh my god. Why can't I get the entry right? So chat, after this we're gonna go on to Kozlin Motor Park. Is that what it is? I haven't driven it before. What do you think, chat, should we use these cars again, or do you think we should use WDTS? So bad, man. WDTS? The car's so much faster. Yeah, so that car is about 700 horsepower, and I think it's able to run like slicks and everything. That was sketchy as hell. Too wide but nice, yeah. It was really aggressive. I was surprised we even managed to kind of somewhat come out of there without like a spin crash. I mean the dirt. Oh, I tried to avoid that, but that was impossible. Alright, let's keep driving. Alright, let's try and do a big entry here. Here we go. Second, third, fourth. Flicking over the crest. Not that bad, I suppose. Could have been much better. Take it around. Try to be as smooth as possible. Flick it hard again. Rally Allen, yeah. Japanese style, right? Just launching over curbs and shit. What's up, Alexander? Right, here we go. Hard again. Flick it over. Launch it in hard. That was a bit better chat, wasn't it? Full chat, fourth gear. Oh, we're getting tapped in the rear. That would have been a nice run. Oh, okay. Weird transition there. Room to improve? I would agree, yeah. I can definitely do a little bit better. As a corner, it's really deceiving, that first corner. Did someone make the skin of the car, or did someone else did? No, I wouldn't have made these skins. These skins are all made by someone else. The Tsujigiri guys. Okay, cool. Chat, we'll do 10 more minutes of this. We'll round it out to the hour on the stream, and then we're going to do Kazalin Motor Park, which is like a little kind of a go-kart track, I suppose you could call it. Brake bias. I wanted to change my brake bias, didn't I, chat? What was wrong? The brake, the front of the car would like... Actually, I think I know what it is I need to change. Let's back this off. Try that. Sorry for the hits. Ping are insane. All good. All good. Yeah, the ping isn't ideal for everyone. But as long as people are kind of aware of the ping and just try not, because like the thing with ping, one thing I've realized with competition and ping is that you can't really like trust the person when they have high ping on your side. So are all these car packs in Discord? Yes, J-Rod. So if you join the Discord, exclamation point Discord, there is a channel, a Discord channel that has all of the links that we use on the server. Car feels a bit better now with that little change. Here we go. Let's go fast. It's never gonna work. Follow the white line. Oh my god, okay, I messed that up badly. Smooth, thank you, Dappy. Confusion intensifies. What's happening? And taking it easy. Getcha. There we go. That's an entry. Force it all the way towards the flags. Or drop a little bit, come in a little bit tighter, give us some room for the transition. Oh, whoops. This car stops so much quicker than what you expect. It's kind of crazy. I'm being good, Lundy. How you doing, man? Whoa, was not expecting the handbrake there. This drift bash vibe. I think this track works a lot for that kind of vibe though. But we're using higher power cars than usual on a track like this, you know. Kind of like changing the points, changing the use case for competition cars, you know. Because usually we use these type of cars on like on competition tracks. This car has bad understeer problems under diesel, chat. Taff was an 86 Corolla. That thing is nuts, chat. I recommend anyone who hasn't seen that car in action to give it a try. It's freaking crazy. I have a video on it on my YouTube channel and the car is just nuts. Such a different style of car to drive. Completely different to anything else in the Southern Corsa, really. In terms of drift cars, anyway. Okay, that works. I meant to go backwards, but the tires were dead. Okay, chat, we're going to change up the track. Oh, please don't do that. Freaking love that Corolla. Yeah, the Corolla's fun, man. It's just a completely different type of car, right? Just a different kind of vibe. Hello? Okay, there we go. Okay, chat, we're going to go... I think we're going to go WDTS. I'm going to go into Coslin Motor Park. If you haven't already, make sure to check it out. It's actually a fun little track. Just give me 2 moments there though, chat. 1 second. One, so check this. I don't even know the lyrics of the song, I'm just murmuring it. One more line just set lists. One to the check set lists. Radio. Going down. So down. Goslin is sick. Yeah, I've never driven it. I've seen videos of it like years ago when it was when people in Poland, you know, used to compete on it and stuff. So it's a fun little track for sure. I can see this in the Wait. Chat, today's Friday the 13th, right? Yeah. Yeah, okay, give me moments, chat. We're gonna swap over. This music is actually really loud. I never realized. Oh my god. Oh my god. Talk about a freaking. Talk about a what would you jump scare? There we go. Okay, we'll get that. Thank you, WinRAR, for telling me what to do. Okay, so chat, we're gonna swap over. I'm gonna leave the server for now. It's gonna take a little time to swap on over. I'm gonna switch to H pattern while I'm at it because I feel like driving H pattern for this part of the stream. What are we looking for? We're looking for server, and we are looking for the truck. How many cars can we have in this? I think we can have upwards of 30. 186 gang. Yeah. Chat, should we add a bit more than S chassis? Usually I just have S chassis in it because they're the only cars that ever get used and no one ever uses anything else, it seems like. But if people want to have more than just those cars, I will add more than those cars. Actually, no, that's not what I should be working from. I should be working from community. Yeah, we have style banger cars inside there too. No, what's the track name called? I can't remember the name of it. Let's go find it. It's actually made you consider an 86 Corolla for competition stuff. Yeah, I think the 86 Corolla, considering its weight and its kind of wheelbase, it's kind of like ideal car for competition. But unfortunately, it's like difficulty as a competition car, like how hard it is to drive, would probably hinder potentially. If you could figure it out, like if you could find ways to make it easier to drive, I think it's worth doing it because it is in theory a better kind of car to use for competition. Let's all drive your S15. Oh, what? What S15? Huh? What S15? You don't know about my VDC car. Style banger car? No, so I don't know. Well, I don't know. Is there a new motto or something? But there is. I have WDTS cars and I've got style banger cars in the same session. I don't know if there's any difference between them, but I try to change up a tiny bit. Ain't been on this in forever. This is actually my first time going on it, I'll be honest. But you're gonna join? Nice one, Chris. Sam. Alright, chat. Actually, I need to boot the server up. Sorry, I forgot to reboot the server. I forgot. Let's do that quickly. I would have like waited and then it'd be like, yep. That version is basically DTS cars with different body. Yeah, that's pretty much why I've added them. I think that's fair enough, right? I got an update or different version almost released. Oh, really, Toma? The Hush stuff. What about the Hush stuff, guys? What about Whitley's mod? Is that, suppose you guys probably know. Is that like WDTS? I'm pretty sure it's WDTS physics. But someone told me that, they're like extended inertia is a tiny bit. They made it a little bit easier to drive. Style bangers, new data, new looks, more grip. Nice. The only thing, I mean, I think, is Style Bangers a real life team? Where does this go? Alright, okay. I had it the wrong way. Ideal. Backwards. Polish drift team. Okay. So I assume Yeah, yeah. So I'm aware of that team. I'm aware that they are a team and stuff. But the reason why I like to put them in the server is that, you know, it's just a different flair of car that people can use, and they're really close to the WDTS cars. You know what I'm saying, in terms of performance, like same tires, similar physics, similar power, similar weight, everything. You know what I'm saying? So it just makes sense. Like that's why at one stage I was having VDC cars and Sujigiri cars in the same server, because you could actually technically do that, and the difference between them was minimal. You know, the same kind of data, just different tires. But I would like that in the future, that if anyone was to make a street car mod, that you could put, let's say, the street cars that are out there at the moment, like WDTS, and put them in the same server as something else, and everyone would still be able to drive. You know what I'm saying? Essentially like Forza, with everyone having different style cars. They're like, if we all use a generic style data, yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be fun, to be honest. I think I would like that, to be honest. Actually, I'm gonna drive the S15 because I have a setup for that. It beats. I think we're kind of at the time. Oh, Toma, now I get why your name is SB. Okay, now I get it. You're just part of those guys. Okay, that makes sense. No, I understand. No, I don't think anyone really is trying to does this to get fame. You know what I'm saying? Like making mods and stuff. You just do it because you like them. Slightly grippier than WDTS cars tires. Okay, gotcha. I get you, Toma. Where's the IS300? Because we don't have enough slats, and no one ever drove that car before. So I just removed it because it was like, well, everyone drives S chassis for some reason. You add like a GTX970, you add the Skyline and a couple of other different cars, and everyone just like uses everything else. There's like only 4 people, like out of the 60 or 80 people watching the stream, that like the freaking chasers and soars and stuff. Poggies. Oh, I can go that way. Let's go that way then. Let's look right. Always gotta look right. Oh my god, here comes Jordan. What's up, Jordan? Got Johnson as well. Oh, it's so different driving a mod like this after using competition cars, right, chat? Like, the steering is so much slower, it's so much easier. Oh my god, okay, not ideal. Was it track link? Track link is in the Discord. Or you can do exclamation point track if you want to get the link. But generally, all the links now, chat, are in the Discord. I'll probably end up creating a like a drive link in the future, so people can just like do exclamation point cars or exclamation point tracks, and it just brings that drive Google Docs link or whatever. Instead of, like, you know, just posting link directly into the chat. Because to be honest with you, chat, like, I freaking hated having to edit the command every single time to add a track to the link. It was just nearly easier for me just to not even bother. Me being a little bit lazy, mind you. But I think it improves the pace of the stream a tiny bit. Oh my god. Oh. Right, here we go. This is a well optimized track, I gotta say. Oh, dirt trapping, no! Basically spun there because of the grass. Oh my god, okay, we're spinning out now. Okay, let me just say enable performance mode. 1 second, chat. Again, I feel like I do better going from comp cars to street cars. I feel like I do better going from comp cars to street cars. Oh yeah, I think so. I think the street cars in general are just easier, right? The tires and stuff are more forgiving. Like semi-slicks in competition cars, they're like very unforgiving because they're all lower grip, right? And when you have lots of grip, it makes the car quite particular. You have to be very precise to make competition cars work. Because if you're not correct with the handbrake usage or where you initiate or how you transition, blah blah blah, it will really affect how the car handles. Whereas with these cars, you know, these tires are so kind of like how would you say it? Forgiving, that like you can make mistakes, and the tire has, I suppose, less grip, so it makes it so that the car glides a bit more, and you kind of have more time to correct it. It explains why like drifting in the rain is much easier than drifting in the dry, and you know, all that kind of stuff. Oh. Oh my god, chat. Sorry, I looked down at you guys and I just completely lost where I was on the track. Okay, let's drive these 2 corners here quickly and then we'll get back into doing a run again. Oh, steering is heavy again for some reason. I don't know what's going on with my force feedback. So that's the thing, you can actually use this track as a competition track if you want to, like aim for the clipping points. If you really cared about them, but if you didn't, then you didn't have to really aim for them. It's still a fun track, right? Oh, been tapped on the front wheel. Come back to me, Lundy. Where are you getting away? Oh. Oh, who's that beside me? Step back to pits quickly. Yeah, I think I've lowered the track grip as well. It's probably helping a tiny bit. For fuck's sake, dude. Nice runs. Thank you, appreciate that run, Lundy. Nice leads, man. Oh, I'm doing terrible now, and I'm getting hit. Doing a bad job, so I am. Look it in hard. Lose this feeling. Trying to use as minimal amount of handbrake on initiation there, so that we can carry as much momentum. I need to chase someone. I haven't chased anyone yet in the server. Flick it in hard. Yo, what's up, TB Snake? How you doing, my man? Oh, someone hit the corner on the inside. Oh man, you can carry some speed on the hill there. If you carry enough angle, or the right amount of angle, should I say. What's up, crazy? I'm doing good, Snake. Thank you for asking, man. I want to find someone to chase. See if we can catch up to Alexander. What steering wheel are you using? So I have a SiMagic M10 steering wheel base, and I have a Grip Royal Virtual Drift Championship steering wheel that I got for winning the 2021 Virtual Drift Championship. Appreciate that, Crazy. Thank you so much, man. I've been grinding so much recently. I didn't stream last Wednesday, chat, by the way. I meant to say it to you guys, but I got my second vaccination, and my shoulder was killing me after it, my arm. And I was like, I probably shouldn't drive, you know, with my shoulder like that. And as it turned out, it was probably a good thing. It was probably a good thing because the next day I was absolutely dead in terms of energy and stuff. So dude, the collider boxes in these are so much harder to get used to than the competition stuff. Dude, I need to get new gloves. They're just falling apart. So just pull in front of a bunch of cars. The vaccine is bad for the body, bro. Man, I have absolutely zero interest in discussing that matter, Crazy. I completely disagree. Let's move on to the subject, though. I'm not in a position to talk about vaccinations or the conspiracy theories or the negatives or even the positives. I really don't care. Holy shit, the steering wheel is expensive. Which one? Which one, Elemento? Oh, okay. What's up, Mechanicus? How you doing, man? It's been a while. Oh, Grip Royal? Yeah, but it's a real life steering wheel, you know, it's like they're like, you know, a steering wheel you put in a real car. You know what I'm saying? Like, their steering wheel's more expensive than these as well. And this one is custom, so it's probably even more expensive again, you know? Now, you can buy steering wheels out there that cost $300 or $400, and it's like you're purchasing for the exclusivity, you know, how cool they are and stuff. Like, Grip Royal is kind of like one of those stylish brands, you know? Plus, they're super strong. Unlike, you know, the other steering wheel that I have, chat. The STR one, right? I bought that one super cheap. It was like, what is it, like £80 or something like that? For a steering wheel, that's pretty cheap. And that one, like, I could probably bend it. And it doesn't even fit my hub properly either. It's really, really annoying, to be honest. You want a 330 Nardi so bad? Yeah, but they're mad money, right? Like, for a sim, it's a bit too much money when you think about it. But like for a real car, it's, you know, spending like 500 or, you know, 500 euros for $500 for steering wheel for a real car is like pennies, right? Because you're already after spending like fucking 10 grand on wheels probably. But for a sim, it's a lot of money because like a 200-300 euro steering wheel, like what I have here, is like buying a Thrustmaster T300. So I don't know, it's kind of like, it's like, yeah, I don't know, it's like, it's kind of, what's the word? Oh. Oh, the Vertex ones? Yeah, I don't know, I haven't really looked into them, how much they're going for nowadays. Alan got his whole wheel set up for being a good drifter. Well, that is true. So, like, what haven't I purchased? The only things I've purchased in this current setup are the pedals, the shifter. That's it. Like, obviously I bought my computer, my monitor, and everything else, but what you're seeing me steer with right now, the steering rim and the steering base, I've won from competitions. So the steering base, the SiMagic, I've won that for winning the EDC Championship, 2020 EDC Championship. And the steering wheel that you see is from winning the 2021 Virtual Championship. I actually have a handbrake there which I could put onto it, which I won for winning DCGP. And oh, it's getting kind of dirt droppy. Would you buy the skill out of nowhere? Yeah, no, I bought the skill too. I just messaged this guy. You should check him out, chat. His name is James Dean130 on Instagram. I was like, hey James, can you give me one of your older patch of the, you know, of your software that you use? So like he sent me like a USB stick that I can use to plug into my my shoulder for my, you know, for the slot that I use for the same slot that I use for the vaccine. You know what I'm saying, chat? And at the time it was only 4G that I had installed, but I'm looking to try and upgrade to the latest and greatest 5G. It's to be able to unlock new features to improve my driving level even more, you know? Clearly that's what this whole thing's all about, right? I've automatically decided that I can now, you know, levitate and find the nearest 5G mobile pylon, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I mean, like, it's a competition, you know, they provide prizes and stuff, just like any esports organization. Like, not all of them do it, but it's starting to get a little bit more popular right now, so, yeah, you could, technically speaking, if esports got big enough in drifting, you could probably make a living from it. Just like how people in CSGO and Call of Duty and Overwatch and Valorant and, you know, all the other games out there, but it's by no means nowhere near the size of that as of yet, you know, like, like I wouldn't even say what I've won from competitions is anywhere near a livable wage, you know, because you have to win competitions to get anything out of it. There's no sponsors paying people as of yet. Hopefully, in the next 2 to 3 years, we'll start getting people getting kind of paid money to be able to compete and stuff. That would be pretty cool if people kind of get that kind of level. 5G will help you a lot. You'll become faster. I mean, that's what I'm thinking too, you know. Like, automatically the phone masts, you know, with the 5G, they'll automatically just direct me the correct line. I'll just be able to see, like, the Forza fast line in my eyes. You know? That's clearly how it works, right? You guys hear your jabs, get the latest esports drifter update. No, well, I mean, you get the latest James Dean update, probably. I don't know. Obviously, I'm memeing, chat. You don't get anything from getting a jab or a vaccine or anything. Well, in terms of drifting related, anyway. Oh my god, I spawned badly. Probably easy to reverse out of the way then to try and... Fully developed by software engineer, multiple esports champion... Alan Hines, oh my god. HynesZ! HynesZ's jab. I don't know if that's something worth booting on about, right? You got a slight sore arm and less debt. Yeah. Oh shit, sorry guys, I didn't realize you were behind me. I'm being dumb. Oh, sorry chat. Oh my god, fuck, I'm in loads of people's ways. That's why it's Z. That's why it's Z. Z not what? What's up into ring? Into game ring? Oh, into game ring? Oh, sorry, man, I messed that up. Do 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 do. Is the S in HynesZ stands for software. The S in Hines stands for S in Hines. There you go. But maybe it does stand for software. You never know. Oh, why would you turn off Tafa? Just drive straight across the grass and keep going, man. You just can't. You can just say game ring. It's easy that way. True, true, true. I was trying to figure out though, was it like Ling game ring or something like that? I think I just pronounced it completely wrong. Oh my god, there was a car in front of my face there. I'm trying to look down the chat and read comments from you guys. Is higher roll on the back better? What do you mean higher roll? What do you mean higher roll, TV Snake? Oh, anti-roll bar? Is that what you mean? Like ARB? Stabilization bar, anti roll bar, stabilizer, sliding cars today. Actually, we've already done that already. Zilinho. We did that on Musclemane, which is, I suppose, a track like this with comp cars. Something a little bit different than what we usually do, I suppose. Yeah, no, okay, so the anti-roll bar in the rear is all dependent on the suspension layer of the car. It also depends on the tire as well, and it depends on the issue that you're struggling from. Like, that's the thing with car setup, chat, right? Like, car setup is solely dependent on the situation that you're in at that moment, right? Like, you could do a setup change and it could work perfect for one track, but for the next track it's not the ideal situation or ideal setup. So it's really tricky to kind of turn around and say, you know, is the high anti-roll bar the solution? Well, it really depends on the mod, it depends on the type of car, and it really depends on the type of tires you're running. If the tires have absolutely no grip, it might be better to run low anti-roll bar to gain side grip and to gain a bit of kind of movement of suspension. But if you run really grippy tires, you might have to stiffen up the rear of the car to make it a little bit easier to drive when you are decelerating and stuff through corners and stuff, you know. Chat, why am I spinning? Explain to me, why am I spinning? Oh. Okay, I just noticed the rear of this car is way higher than the front. Why is that the case? Is that right? Front is 40 and the rear is 60. Is that always been on this car? Has the right height in this car always been that different? On the WDT cars? Just like me. I don't want to lower it down too much because obviously start bottoming out on all the bumps and stuff. But it looks like amaze balls right now. It doesn't really. I mean, the stance of this right now is not like cute or anything. But especially on right height, I thought right height was always accurate, regardless. I thought the right height was always accurate on this, regardless. I know the camber toe is never accurate because it's on uneven ground, but I thought the right height would be. I suppose it depends. Maybe if the front of the car was on a curb or something, and the rear. Measurements are cooked, as in like they're probably wrong as well, is it? I never noticed the right height being that bad before. Sorry, chat. I want to fix my freaking camber, right? Oh yeah. Actually, I think there's too much camber, but I think we'll just run it anyway. It's hard to really know what camber was running before. You find the CG Geary cars a bit too grippy. So the big thing with CG Geary cars is run medium tires for a start. Like that's the biggest thing you can do. Run the medium tires. The medium tires are a lot more manageable to use in terms of traction and stuff. The next thing you can do is just make sure your gearing is correct, right? So don't make sure you're high up in the revs and you have enough range to be able to accelerate and keep the car in a drift and stuff. And secondly, make sure your tire pressures. You can mess with your tire pressures. You can decrease the tire pressure, and what that will do is, well, you have two options. You can decrease or increase the tire pressure. But if you're going to increase them, you need to increase them by a good amount, and that will help alleviate some traction from the car. Because in a set of Corsair, oh my god, shit, fucking hell. In a set of Corsair, it's been quite important that to have the optimum tire pressure, and yeah, you're not going to get optimum tire pressure if you have them way too high or way too low, so therefore you get less grip. You can mess with your rear camber, you can stiffen up the rear springs, stiffen up the rear dampers and stuff, but they don't make as big of a difference, to be honest. Essentially, the harder the car is, less grip the car makes, the easier it becomes to drive. All the best, Lundy. Thank you for joining, man. Alright, 12k RB and Sujigiri softs at the moment. Yeah, you could probably do more than that if you really wanted to. I need to change my gearing. I think my gearing is too short, actually. Oh shit. Time is a chat. Oh. Chat, would you like to change track? Should we change up the track? Change to something else? Have any of you tried the Gravy Garage cars? What are they like? Are they similar to like WDTS? Are they better? Are they worse? Are they kind of like semi-realistic like what you guys know that I like? Or are they kind of a bit more on the Tanobuddy side, ADC kind of side? Where do they kind of line up? I've seen them quite around a bit actually. Oh well, the James Dean S14, right? So all the 2J stuff and Sujigiri cars, guys, the gearing in those cars are quite long, and the engine, the 2J engine especially, is really laggy. It's quite hard to use. I don't think the gearing ratios that they have for the 2Js really suit up, so it's really tricky to get the right gearing. And I find that a good gearing setup or changing the gearing to optimize the track is the best way to make those cars work the best. And that James Dean S14 is a little bit underpowered, it seems like, too. So struggles a little bit for spinning the wheels and stuff. So that car you have to be really on point, because it is a tricky car to drive. And then you've got the S13, right? You know, the what is it, like the 200SX S13, the Stefanov one. And that car has a terrible gearbox. You kind of have to set your gearing so that you're using 3rd, 4th and 5th almost. Steering is heavy. Interesting. I wonder why that's the case. I have to give them a try, to be honest. Because they look great from the pictures I've seen. They've got some nice looking cars in it. Oh, I'm gonna get caught there. Nearly got caught there, actually. Bit of Marshmallow. Good song, actually. Find my way back home to you. Anyway. They're better. What's up, Rapina? Christoph, how are you? I'm at one of your local tracks in Poland. Shema. Go, 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 go. Well, Tafa's overtaking us because we're slow. Thanks, Tafa. Yeah, chat, we might have to try Gravy Garage. Maybe I'll maybe I might make a video on them. That was a nice little transition. It's very local. Really? That's cool. Do they host drift events here still? Or is it just competitions? Wait. Oh, I'm gonna spin. No! Thank you for saving me, whoever the Grey S15 was. First server with you guys was fun. Oh, thank you, Opal. Opan, sorry. Chat, if you haven't already, make sure to give us a follow on the Twitch channel and on YouTube. Give us a sub on YouTube. Appreciate that, guys. If you're new to the stream, all support is much appreciated. Keep up to date with what we do. We've a bunch of socials as well. Exclamation point socials. You can catch up to us on Instagram. Exclamation point socials if you want to follow us there. On Facebook as well. Bunch of real life drift content posted on there, and the odd bit of sim stuff as well when we do something really cool. Also on the YouTube channel we have a bunch of videos and stuff. I actually need to get back onto making content creation again on YouTube. I've been kind of like planning out some stuff. I have some new cool things I'm working on that I'm trying to like get out for you guys, so try and get onto that in the coming weeks. I have a couple of videos in the pipeline as well, which I just need to finish off really and get out. Oh, it's been a good few laps actually. Oh, just clipped him a bit on the rear bumper. So yeah, if you haven't... Oh, fuck! So you haven't already, make sure to give us a follow-up, guys. I do appreciate that. Is your clutch your brake? No, I'm left foot braking. That's what you mean. Only one competition a year? Oh, interesting, Rapina. Good stuff. Oh, karting and motorcycles. Okay, got it. Yeah, they probably don't want the grass torn up and stuff like that from the drifting and all that. I mean, to be honest, it's not like the perfect track for drifting, you get me? It's a little bit too small, a little bit too narrow in places. And it's kind of like only one line you can take. You can't, like... There's not multiple drift lines, you get me? There's only kind of one layout and that's the whole track, really. But for stuff that we're doing right here, it's like almost ideal, right? Oh my god, that little cambered section there really throws off the car. Oh, sorry, Joe. Oh, I thought I was gonna hit the tire wall there. I think Taffa was trolling us there. I'm spinning again, chat, no! Oh, I'm out of fuel. No. Try to put more fuel into it. Yeah, I don't know why it was spinning there. It was a bit odd. Oh, what's going on? Oh, there we go. Yeah, there's no reason for me to spin there. Oh well. I need to lengthen the gears though, just a tad. Like, the gears are just a tad too short. And if they were a little bit longer, we make it easier to chase and a bit easier to lead, I suppose. It's fun for 250, 350 horsepower cars. Yeah. I'm sure there's people that brought up bigger power cars than that. But they really can't run away, you know, or kind of utilize it, I suppose. So that's probably nice. Gosme with the follow, appreciate that, Gosme. Welcome. What's up, Gosme, by the way? Thank you for that follow, appreciate it. Oh. Oh my god, the spinning is 14. Here we go. Let's go, chat. Launch it in hard. Dude, that was nice. Yeah, the longer gearing does make a nice difference in second on this track. Oh. Oh my god, bouncy curbs. Woo! Da-na-na-dum-da-da-dum-dum. Cot 750 with the follow, appreciate that, Cot. What's up? Oh, is there S14 build, anything new? Yeah, so we are putting everything into Evo 1. So we have two S14s, we have Evo 1 and Evo 2. Evo 1 is the current car, the car that kind of everyone knows about. Evo 2 is going to be our new car that we're building, and we kind of had planned to try and get it ready for this year, but I think it's going to be next year, really, before it's going to be finished off. Probably mid next year, probably. I'd be hoping to have it done earlier, but I think, well, it won't be, because the plan is to have all the parts we had to go into that new car to go into the old car. So the old car right now is getting a quick change. It's getting a 4-speed dog box, you know, a G-force dog box. It's getting, well, it's getting a new turbo manifold, new wastegate. Anyway, a new ECU from Link ECU, dashboard, new wiring loom. It's got a new intercooler setup, new intercooler piping, revised cooling, new fueling setup from Group D. It's getting a massive refresh, bigger refresh than what we really kind of wanted to do initially, and bigger refresh than what we kind of intended. But it's kind of the only way to keep the car competitive and put all the new gear that we have sitting around into it. Because I've had the gearbox for basically a year, kind of sitting there, and I've had the diff for a few months, the differential, the gearbox, the quick change, and it's like, well, I mean, if we don't put into this car now, it won't get used for probably not another like 6 or 7 months at most. And it's like kind of a waste. So we put into the current car for now. Get the stuff all set up, get used to it. Try out the new V-Tour tire that we have from V-Tour. Their V01R, which is like a 140 treadwear semi-slick. Get used to that, get kind of the car set up for that, and then once the new car is built, Evo 2, which is going to have best of everything, literally, Chad, like the new S14 that we're building is literally the best of the best. It's like FIA legal, it's got like proper roll cage, can be put into a modular tube setup from Group D. It's going to have obviously the quick change of the dog box from Evo 1 now put into that one once that's ready. It's going to have like an 800 horsepower 2J with like billet main caps and everything. It's only just short of nitrous to be made freaking nutty. What else is it going to have? Loads of really cool shit in that car. That car is like literally, yeah, Driftmaster spec, right? You know what I'm saying, guys? Like championship worthy for Driftmaster. So that's the plan with that car, and it's taking longer because it's like more money needs to be put into it to kind of get it finished, and it's like I want to get it done right. I don't want to like half-ass it and then tear it all apart again in 6 months' time just to freaking put it back together with the money I should have spent into it the first time. Yeah, because that's kind of like the plan right now. It's be cheaper to do it that way too as well in the long run. Horsepower go with Evo 2. Yeah, 800 horsepower basically, yeah. I mean the thing is, realistically, if we make 750, I think we'll be kind of like set, right? Making 800 horsepower is kind of like the max that the turbo setup can make for that engine, potentially. But to be honest with you guys, I'll probably end up having like a switch on the car that allows me to run lower boost if I want and stuff, right? So I do plan on not running maximum horsepower if I don't have to, because I feel like that's kind of a waste. Waste of engine, I don't know, engine usage. I don't know what you want to say. Engine usage, and you know, unnecessary amount of power being put down to the ground, right? You need to have more grip to make use out of it, and if you're not making use out of it, you're just burning tires. 800 crank, yeah, 800 crank, probably about 700 wheels to be honest. The tuner we have, John Allen, he tunes James Dean's cars, should I say. He tunes all of the Shanahan brothers cars and all that stuff. He does really great work, and so his dyno is actually really harsh. So if it makes like 800 horsepower on his dyno at the crank, it's probably making like 800 wheel on other people's dynos, if you get what I'm saying. So it'd be making really crazy power, but we'll see what suits the engine best, what suits the build best, and we'll go from there. But yeah, no, that car should be nuts. It'll only be like nitrous away from making 1000 horsepower, really. But like that build, chat, like that build isn't crazy, you know. It's like if you just get an S chassis with a 2J, is basically what it is, right? Just a few different ways of approaching and building a chassis than, you know, how other people would do it. That's kind of the only difference. What's up, Paddy? Your SimRig custom? Yeah, so it's my SimRig for that I'm using right now. It was made for me by my dad when I was like a kid. So I've had it since like I was 11. So I've had it for like 14 years. And it doesn't really fit me that well. Like this chair that I'm sitting on right now isn't really that great for my posture. The pedals are a little bit too close, so I've had to like push the pedals beyond the frame rig and use cable ties and wood and stuff to keep them to bolted to the rig, or like firm to the rig. My steering wheel sits a bit too low. Still, it's actually a little bit better now, but the Thrustmaster, if I put a Thrustmaster on it, my hands are literally touching against my lap. So it's kind of like a weird kind of setup. But it gets the job done. I plan on upgrading it. I've been planning on upgrading it for ages, but I just haven't had the kind of space to upgrade anything bigger or anything better, because I want to go triple screen setup eventually. I'm kind of in no rush to do that because I probably won't end up using the triple screens for competition. I'll only be using it for streams and, you know, just having it as like a video or like a kind of a cool like man cave, I suppose, right? I want to get VR as well for video content creation and for training for competitions in the real world. Okay, we spawned. Brilliant. Class. Yeah, it's quite cool. It's kind of Dean spec, right? Keep it simple, stupid. Pretty much, yeah. I mean, it's not going to be identical to James' setup. James runs non-VVTi 2Js, which are out of Supras and stuff. I run the VVTi 2J, which is out of an Aristo. So yeah, I mean, it's not like one-to-one copy, but it's like the same kind of mentality, right? I have a G27 for now, which costs like £160, but you can get a TMX Pro for $260. That boosted 2J. Yeah, so like that's the thing. Like when it comes to steering wheel stuff, like a Logitech G27 is like perfect for starting off if you're not sure if drifting is for you. Do you get what I'm saying? Like if you're new to drifting and you're like, okay, I want to spend as little amount of money as possible, what gear can I get? A G27 is like the cheapest, or G27, the Logitech G920, something used like that is like the cheapest you can go. And they're kind of fine for like just picking up and playing, putting it onto the game, and they're required minimal kind of setup to kind of get set up to like the optimum. So they're kind of easy to set up once you watch a few tutorials and stuff. But they're the cheapest way in to kind of figure out if you want to do sim drifting. If you're already into sim drifting, like if you're into drifting already, you've already drifted in video games like with a gaming controller like a Forza or Gran Turismo or something. Going with a Thrustmaster T300 RS or like TMX Pro or something like that. Is it TMX Pro? Chat, which one is it? Is it the TMX Pro is the good one of the Xbox One, or is it the TX? It's the TMX, right? Is the good one. The TMX is the good one, isn't it? And the TM is the kind of meh one, right? Either way, Zitali with the follow, appreciate that. Thank you so much for the follow, Zitali. TMX bad. Okay, TMX is the bad one. Okay, thank you, Alexander. I need to get that. I get confused between the two of them. My mind goes Pepega mode. Basically, the TM Thrustmaster wheel and the T300 are the ones to go for in Thrustmaster as a base level. Don't bother getting the TMX or the T150 Pro. They're not really worth it over the Logitech G27 or G920 or the G29 or the G923. They're not much of an upgrade, really. I mean, like, if that's the thing, if you had an option between the Logitech or the Thrustmaster at the start, your base entry ones are Logitech G27, G29, G920, G923, whatever. And then your other options are the Logitech or the Thrustmaster TMX and the Thrustmaster T150. They're your three options at the very, very start. They're basically similar performing wheels. I think you can make some modifications to the Thrustmaster to make them better, but to be honest, from the get-go, they're your three options if you're new to sim drifting and you're not really sure this is what you want to do and you want to spend a little amount of money as possible. If you are into drifting already, you have a Logitech G27 and you want to upgrade, or you have a gaming pad and you know you like drifting, go to a Thrustmaster T300 RS or go to a Thrustmaster TM, and you'll have a really good steering wheel that you probably will never have to upgrade unless you either break it or you feel like you want to get something a bit more hardcore. And from there, then you have a couple of different options. You can go straight to like a SiMagic, like what I have here, which is pretty affordable direct drive. You got the new Fanatec CSLDD wheel, which we're yet to see what it's really like for drifting. It's going to be interesting to see what that's like, even though the reviews right now seem to be quite good. You've got the Thrustmaster TSPC, which is kind of like an upgraded Thrustmaster T300. So if you've already got pedals and shifter from a Thrustmaster, you could just go to the TSPC for kind of a decent price and just have everything work from the get-go. You know, you've got lots of different options. So yeah, after the T300 RS, you're just looking at stuff to kind of you're not really gaining much performance in terms of steering response and all that. You're just kind of gaining kind of experience and just having a better quality stuff. J Help with the follow, appreciate that, J Help. Welcome to the channel, man. Thank you so much for your help. Trying to get the right one for myself. Yeah, it's all about what you can afford, Gaber. You know, like if you can buy the Thrustmaster stuff, the T300 or the TM, do it. You know, if you can afford it, I would highly recommend if you have the money to do it. But if you don't, then it's perfectly fine to go with a Logitech or the base entry Thrustmaster stuff. Because at the end of the day, you know, we're not made of money, right? So just do what you think works for you. The G920, you hit the FFP on it. Oh, it's understandable, Snake. You know, it's definitely not the best of steering wheels, but I mean, for people that are completely new to sim drifting, that are not sure if this is what they want to do, the Logitech is perfectly fine. People would say though, they find like they grow out of the Logitech really quickly. So, you know, even if you feel like that you're new to sim drifting, you're like, okay, look, for the sake of spending an extra $100 or $150 or $200, I can get something that will resell for the same price that I bought it for, pretty much. Then the Thrustmaster is probably a better option, to be honest. Is it back down to $200? Yeah, so that's the only problem. That's what I'm saying though about the Thrustmaster, is that everything is a little bit more expensive in the long run. You'll probably end up spending about like $400 to $500. Would you say, chat? $400 to $500 total to get a Thrustmaster T300 RS like to your house. Whereas with a Logitech, you'd probably spend about maybe $300 and it's to your house. PH8As are mad expensive, really? You could, yeah. So like, Joe, that's the thing, Joe, that, like there's lots of different like combinations and stuff you could use, right? M10 for the wheel? Yeah, Johnson, M10 is really good, man. €550 for T300 RS GT plus shifter. Okay, yeah. So that includes your pedals and your steering wheel. By the way, chat, if you're on PC, like you have different options for shifters as well and handbrakes. By the way, Alexander, it's not including the handbrake as well, is it? Like, you could really do a super cheap like steering wheel setup. You could buy like a used Thrustmaster or even a Logitech, and you could use like a shifter, like a sequential shifter. You could buy one online, like freaking one of those you know, one of those like joystick ones. You can buy them online. I'm pretty sure you can buy USB stuff. You could use that as a sequential, and you could buy a handbrake out of like a joystick. You could probably have a sim setup for like €400 if you want. Just wouldn't be the most realistic or the most enjoyable, I suppose. Alright, let's see who's driving. Joe's only sitting there. What's Johnson doing? He's only sitting there. Alexander is just sitting there. What's Speedy doing? Una is driving right now. €20 for a joystick. Pretty much. Yeah, you could do it really cheaply if you wanted to. Or you could spend a fucking fortune. That's true, Johnson. You could spend like chat. You could spend upwards like $5 for a sim setup, which is pretty nuts when you think about it. You actually, that's not a bad strat, to be honest, Joe. 199, not at the same store. Really? Damn. I think Alana paid like 120 for. No, Alana has the Logitech shifter with the adapter. Yeah. Right, chat, we're going to end stream shortly. You've over 4 on your PC. I think it would be similar money, to be honest, Johnson, than my one. But then again, it's probably what it's worth is more than what I spent, if that makes sense. And that's been broken, and what I spent has been over like 10 years. So like the sim rig was made, you know, in 2008, was it, by my dad? The actual frame. The shifter I've had since 2015. It's still mint. The pedals I've had since 2012, right? And the handbrake has been on since like 2016 or something like that. What else have we got? The Thrustmaster stuff that I used to use. So I had a Fanatec wheel, which at the time cost $400. That's dead. You know, 911 Porsche wheel. And then I upgraded to a T500 RS, which cost like 500 at the time or something crazy like that, 400 or something. Went through one of those, 2 of them actually. Did to a T300 RS, and then we went to the SiMagic. And obviously SiMagic I never paid for, right? Because I won that. So like, I think on hardware alone, it's probably upwards of like 4 grand easily. And that's not including the PC. And the PC's been upgraded many times. Like just parts, you know, just throwing in parts. I've never had a failure on the PC. Really, I might have had a CPU failure at one stage, but I've never had to like, you know, buy a full new computer. You know what I'm saying, pretty much, to kind of get it going again. At the same store, okay. Price at the time, I'll send you a pic of this card. FreezeX83 with a follow. Appreciate that, Freeze. Welcome to the channel. In other words, ball out at the start. Kappa. Kinda, Kappa. You're kinda right there, Alexander, you know? To be honest though, it does, even though you spend more money in the long run doing it over, you know, a couple of years, it's definitely much easier. You know, it's like taking out a loan. Take a loan out from the bank to buy a car. You take a loan out from the bank to buy a car because you don't have the money initially, but you will have the money after like 6 years to pay it off or something, you know? Finance. Or you could just finance your sim rig, chat. You know, you go into the bank and you're like, hey guys, I need to buy a new vehicle. And like, oh, what is it? I mean, it's just a steering wheel, a shifter, a handbrake, pedals, a bit of metal. It sits inside my house all the time. Guaranteed, no issues. There's always an upgrade. That's true. I do feel like we're at a time where you don't really need to upgrade. Like well, maybe not so much. Maybe kind of now you might have to. But there was a time, especially the last 2 to 3 years, that if you had a T300 RS, you wouldn't need to upgrade for 2 to 3 years at least, unless you broke it. But in nowadays, especially with the direct drives such as the SiMagic wheel, you got the new DD wheel from Fanatec. You know, you've got a lot of different brands out there. I think you've got, is it OSW have one? There's a couple of different companies have really cheap direct drives now. There is a chance that maybe upgrading it is worth it. It's just, are we at the point where we need to do that with sim drifting? I think a T300 RS is more than good enough for many things. I just put a balaclava and borrowed equipment from some random guy's house. Joe, what are you talking about, man? Let's not condone robbery, okay? Let's not do that here. Juicy, just to find a way to attach it to my wheel stand. That's like the most annoying thing for buying handbrakes and stuff. You've got no attachments to your sim rig, you know? I don't actually think there's really a proper, like, high level or like high tier sim manufacturer of rigs have a proper mounting point for a handbrake. And if they do, it's in a terrible place. Excuse me, sorry guys. Actually, I think that's something I need to do a video on, is like ergonomics of your sim rig, of like for drifting. You know what I'm saying? I think that'd be a good video for you guys to kind of understand my mindset and why I place things where I put them. Because I think it's important to have everything in the correct place. You know, there's a reason why my handbrake is in the middle between my steering wheel and my shifter, right? You have some people that have the handbrake on the other side of the shifter, left-hand side of the shifter, especially when I'm right-hand drive. And I don't like that because everything, you're too far away from stuff. So I think it's important to do like an ergonomics video, and maybe that might help people out with their sim rigs and stuff. We're gonna get a bit of wood and metal, see if we can drill the side of the stand with it next to my shifter. I mean, that's perfect. I've seen people duct taping their handbrakes and stuff to their rig. Chat, right? Okay. Oh, Johnson, that PC setup is sick, man. Yeah, that's really nice, man. Okay, chat. Why neck effects don't work in online servers? That's interesting, Freeze. That should work. I've never had an issue before. I've never had an issue before. That's the first time I've heard of that. Dum ba dum ba dum. That's why you need an i9 10900K and 3080. Johnson, that's baller. You're using your G920 in a box as a spacer, as well as a metal box, a monitor box, and bed pushed against the wall. Exactly, my current C300 setup won't work without my G920. That's a cheaper way of, you know, not having to buy like the adapter, you know, for the Logitech adapter. From like Leo Bodnar or something. What's up, Shake? Oh, Sake, thank you for that follow, appreciate it. Dude, this is a tune, chat. I freaking love it. Feel alive. Oh, ah, no. So yeah, chat. You got an M10 and a G920 plugged in. You still running your Logitech shifter and pedals, Johnson? Or have you upgraded your pedals? Dum 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 dum. Chat, I might do a few more laps actually. I feel like doing it. Chat, if you haven't already, make sure to give us a follow on all the socials. We're on Twitch, as you guys can see. We're on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Give us a follow, appreciate that. Let's do some driving. We haven't done some driving just yet. For a hot minute. Okay. Name the music. I'm pretty sure that is. It's on Monster Cat anyway. What's it called? Gold B Motion Remix. There you go. Gold by Coven. Coven, she's some artist, man. Coven. So Coven, I'm pretty sure is a female. What is it? Female and male, like kind of group. So like I think she does the vocals. And the guy then that does the beats, then it's kind of like a collaboration. There we go. That's probably the best way to place it, right? So yeah, Coven Golds. Let me just disable performance mode or enable performance mode. Who should we chase? I want to chase someone. Thinking about. Don't pull out a snake. G920, G29 pedals. The throttling them. Yeah. Actually, chat, should we do copy for the last bit of the stream? Yeah, we'll do copy view for the last bit of the stream. Let me go back to space here quickly and we'll swap over to copy view. Oh, damn it. I was trying to time that better. I was trying to time it right. Are you shrink the dash? So in the apps, so if you go into content, or you go into your Set of Corsair folder and apps, and go into Python, and then find the P dash, right? And in the P dash, I'm pretty sure there is something like one of the folders near the bottom. I can't remember the name of it. But essentially, what you're looking for the folders of the dashes. Okay, you're looking for the directory of it, and you go into the dash that has, you go into the folder that has the dash that you're trying to resize, and you're looking for a config file, and inside that thing you've got like a thing called scale, and you're basically resetting it from like 0.4 to like 0.2 or 0.3. It's fairly simple, to be honest. I've been actually, that reminds me, chat, this dash is pretty much done, so I need to release it, but I just need to make a few different versions for you guys. So I need to make a small, medium and large version, and I need to make a miles per hour version as well. So right now it's in kilometers. So yeah, you need to make three versions of miles per hour and kilometers per hour, and so then you guys just install the ones that you want, right? And I'm gonna release it with the Pro Drifter HynesZ and LinkECU logo. So for you guys who wants to support the kind of stream and stuff, you can run those logos, and those are our partners that are that supports that stuff, and yeah, that'd be cool. Oh yeah, I meant to change the copy view, chat, right? Oh no, we're going off into the gravel. I was trying to do like fancy handwork and kind of messed up. Let's go! Keep it on angle, there we go, transition nicely and smooth. First thing I did with my Logi was hop on the dirt rally, had a finish stage later, I was done. Dude, it's one of the first things I did as well with the SiMagic, right? I was hopped onto Dirt Rally 2 or 2.0, and it was one of the most like enjoyable experiences, right? It was like hopping into a rally game with a steering wheel that like was more than powerful, right? Like the Thrustmaster wheel is pretty good, the T300 for Dirt Rally, but having a steering wheel that kind of had the weight that I needed while having the force and the power, dude, it was sick. It was really cool. Because I always struggled with Dirt Rally, having to make it really heavy and like strong to get the feeling I need, but then obviously the weight of it used to kill my arms. And now I can just like, you know, like turn up the power of the wheel but make it light, right? Which, I don't know, it was a big change really. So physical, cynical, there we go. Get the lyrics right this time. Right, we're going to go into first person view. This might be a good or bad idea, we'll soon find out. Isn't great. Yeah, it still really isn't. I wonder, will maybe it'll probably get modded in the future at some point. Like someone will probably make something. I think the biggest problem is the road physics, or the road force feedback. And like they've had that on both games. It's kind of disappointing, to be honest. We did the Dirt Rally stream there a couple of months ago at the start of the year, so we might do it again. So ripping this track, we've only been ripping it an hour. We ripped the other one for a little bit longer, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, Taffa, it's like the last, it's the last couple of minutes of the stream. I'm not going to stay on for much longer. Oh, damn it. First thing I did was VDC and there, broke my hand. Well, actually, when I first got the steering wheel, like the first thing I did was, yeah, hop onto VDC car, the car that I was familiar with, right? And try it out. And the force feedback out of the box with the SiMagic is actually not that bad. It's just super heavy, right? And it's just super oscillating, a massive amounts of oscillation. It's just too high force feedback. So I just turned down the total force and the wheel speed, and it started to improve to the point of where it drives like right now. And it's just super smooth, and it drives like a kind of a real car, and that's nice. It's important for me. I actually feel like it's still a bit too powerful at times. Like right now I'm feeling pretty high forces through the steering wheel, which you wouldn't really feel in a real car. Then again, I've had this steering wheel and I still haven't driven the real car in such a long time, so I mean, I'll try and get a one-to-one experience with it soon enough. Oh! Get so cynical. We'll keep going till my tires die. You've only experience with WDT, base game, 10 of buddies. Best cars, I can drift 10 of buddies, not because they're PC, but I have destroy my arms. Oh, I get you. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, well, I mean, like, 10 of buddies were kind of initially designed for, like, Logitech in mind, right? And they do have they do work well with Logitech because they kind of match the speed of the steering wheel, which is kind of important for Logitech users. Generally, if the car is quicker than the steering wheel, in such a case of Logitech, it becomes very difficult to use them, and it becomes very about you as a driver to make the steering wheel keep up with the car, and people find that a little bit too difficult. Or not that I feel it's too difficult, but it is difficult to kind of master. But I find it interesting you find them really heavy. I think it's force feedback settings make a massive difference in how you feel drifting is, and like I probably have my force feedback turned down too little right now. You know, I could probably turn it up a bit better and get better transition speeds and better performance and stuff. But yeah, for me it's important to have the steering weight of the wheel, the weight of the steering wheel correct, and it's probably a bit bigger than what people. It's probably more important than what people think. Because I've seen some people and their steering is like shaking when they finish a drift, or like when they exit out of a drift, or when they're transitioning, the steering wheel is like chopping. You know what I'm saying? It's like really, it's like skipping through this transition. Because it's like going quick, and then it has to slow down to keep up with the force of the car, and it's like skips weirdly. It's not matched well with the car, and yeah, that's not nice to use. That suggests you have really high force feedback. I think that's one video, and that's another video again. It's how to set up your force feedback for drifting. Because, like, chat, like, we have so many content creators that do stuff for racing, right? Like, set up videos for racing and all that. We have nothing for drifting, so I really need to kind of get. Oh my god, how the fuck did I spin? We really need to kind of get on that and kind of make some videos for you guys to help you out. My wheel is off. It's the lightest, and I wish you could have it more. What steering wheel do you have? What steering wheel do you have? This track? This track is cool, Lebsy. It's fun, quite fun. I don't think I should probably spend this long on it in the future, because it does kind of get repetitive and boring, because there's kind of only one line to take, and that line is fun, but it's like, yeah, I don't know, it's just different, right? As low as they can while still getting decent rotation speed. Yeah, that's pretty much how I look at it, Alexander. I kind of use the pedals app there on the right. On the left, you can see you have the force feedback clipping. I kind of like match it so that it does clip from time to time when I kind of need it. And I turn it off, I kind of turn it down so that it's not using it, or abusing the red. Oh, G920? We see, I feel like with the G920, to make it really like perform at its best, you kind of have to turn it up. You kind of have to turn it to the moon. Like, I've used, like my girlfriend had a G920, and before, usually I wouldn't go any higher than 100% in-game force feedback, you know, when you're driving. But I feel like with the Logitech, the second you make it like 150% FFB in-game with, you know, everything else set up correctly, the clipping goes nuts, right? It's literally clipping the whole time in force feedback meter. But that's kind of the only way to make the steering wheel respond, right? And kind of drive quite good. Shake FM with the follow. Did I call you earlier, Shake? Sake? Sorry, Sake. Damn it. I was reading chat again. You ran 150 FP on the G920? Yeah, so that's one thing I did, and it helped a lot actually. It clips like crazy, which is not ideal, but on Logitech, the Logitechs are quite reliable, so you can kind of take a risk on them, to be honest. I'm using FFB clip. Yeah, no, get rid of that. I don't think you need that. You don't, see, in my opinion, FFB clip I think is not a useful app. In my opinion, I don't think you need it. Because like, it means every lap that you do, your force feedback is changing. So it's like, you're never having the same lap the same. So I don't use it. I never really liked it, to be honest. I think for like belt wheels like Thrustmaster and stuff, Fanatec's, it does make sense. But even then, I've never liked FB clip. I don't understand the advantages of it, to be honest. And I feel like for consistency purposes, it's just better to remove FFB clip and set it manually, so that, you know, you're setting it up and it's perfect for drifting. Because in reality, you want it to clip. You have to let your force feedback clip from time to time, because you need to have the weight when you need it. So like, if you hit a bump really hard, like a curb, you want it to clip because you need to feel that force of the steering jolting when you hit it, because that's useful for drifting, right? So I feel like, yeah, try it and see how you feel it. It might get heavier. It's going to get heavier. And it's going to clip quite a bit, and it's going to like shake. The steering is going to shake a lot more. It's going to like skip, but you won't have to put as much effort into turning the steering wheel yourself to make it work, which is nice. Picky yeah with the follow, appreciate that. Snowfall, drop him off with the follow, appreciate that. Says plays as well with the follow. Thanks guys, appreciate all those follows. Welcome. So yeah, try cranking up to 100 and see what you feel, see how you find it. I need to investigate FFB clip and see what really the advantage of it is, because to be honest with you, I've used it once, and I remember being on Mihan and I was drifting with my T500 and I had this FFB clip on, and I go to initiate and the force feedback would change mid transition. I'm like, what the hell, man? Maybe you have to do quite a bit of driving to kind of maximize it, and once you drive it quite a while you figure it out. But I just found it was so much easier just to find the value that I liked, instead of that, you know, never have to worry about it again. I am from Ireland, says. Come at you live from Ireland, where people drink lots of Guinness and get drunk all the time. Except for me, I don't get drunk. What have you missed? Not much, Chaj. We're going to end up the stream here shortly. And we had a great stream. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Hope you had a good week. Started the weekend, which is pretty nice. Chat, I might actually stream tomorrow. I might stream tomorrow midday. Might stream a bit earlier than usual. I think tomorrow though is Sujigiri, right? So we might do something. I'm not sure really what to do. I might do something else. I've been meaning. I meant during the week to play some Carrix, and I don't know what Carrix. Yeah. Is Ireland the drift gold mine? Pretty much sick. Yeah. I would say so. The thing with drifting in Ireland is that we started really at the start, right? We started a really long time ago. Like 2002, I think, was like the first time drifting kind of really started in Ireland. And competition stuff started way earlier, well, a little bit later than that. But the really good thing about competition driving in Ireland, right, is that it's always been the same. So like with other championships and other countries around the world, what's happened is that the organization would change, or the judges would change, or something would change quite regularly. And that kind of drops the driver level down a small bit, because they now have to change their driving to, you know, the new changes. Whereas in Ireland, it's been the same judge since 2002, 2003, 2003, because I pronounced it wrong. I tried to pronounce it correctly that time, chat, in number 3, and I did a terrible job, so I just decided to suck it up and pronounce it badly. And because of that, like, there's changes that he's realized that doesn't work. He knows not to do it again. And literally, there are championships that are trying things that this particular judge tried in 2005 and knows it doesn't work, and are trying it in 2021, and it's like there's so many years behind us in terms of quality of drivers, in terms of quality of judging criteria and stuff. My personal opinion, of course, and that's why we don't have just the best driver in the world, but why we have upwards of 5 to 6 to 10 really good drivers, all from a country of like 4.5 million, which is pretty pog. SEC drove 323 earlier for the first time. I went M10 is heavier than it. Sorry, what do you mean, Johnson? 323, what's that in correlation to? Is that ACC like competition? 2003s? 2003. Alexander. Band. Alright, chat. I'm gonna leave it there for tonight, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. For the last couple of seconds, let's turn on some tunes. Go Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Make sure to give us a follow. We're on any socials: Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. !Socials and chat if you haven't already. We're also going to be back again probably tomorrow. I really want to do a stream tomorrow midday. It's our first weekend stream in a long ass time. Probably the only time of the first weekend stream ever, I think. So we'll be back again tomorrow, hopefully for a few hours. I don't know what time. I'll let you guys know on the Discord. Make sure to join the Discord as well to keep up to date with what we do. Yeah, other than that, guys, we'll talk to you guys very soon. Back again, obviously, Wednesday and Friday next week. Do appreciate all the support. Sig with the Prime sub. Sig, you legends, just before the stream ended. Appreciate that, Sig. Thank you so much, my man. Thank you so much, Sig. Appreciate that. At the end of the stream as well. That's great timing. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate that. Guys, that's going to end it. Thank you so much for joining us. We will be back again tomorrow, hopefully, for a few hours. Not sure really how long, but other than that, we'll be back again Wednesday and Thursday, Wednesday and Friday, like we always do next week. And I love you guys.